Hi Chad, welcome to another stream. How are y'all doing today? Today's stream is a bit of a special one. Oh, I opened the wrong stream. Let's do that again. Hi Chad, welcome to another stream. Today's stream is going to be a bit of a special one. This stream is sponsored by Microsoft, so there will be a link that will be periodically posted in the chat, as well as Microsoft's code of conduct, so make sure to follow that during the stream. The plan for today's stream is to build a GitHub app, and kind of our stretch goal is to get the GitHub app to rebase a branch automatically. That's the goal. We're gonna slowly do each part of that, and so we'll have incremental deliverables as we go. So even if we don't get all the way there, we'll still have something working. What else? Yes, there is a link that is linked in the Azure command output. So please click on that link, and if you sign up, that is how they are gauging the success of this stream. So if you want to do me a solid, click on the link and sign up. You can opt out of the emails later, but yeah, that's how they're deciding whether it's successful or not. So check that out. But yeah, that's the plan for today. I have done not so much setup work for this, so all I have created before this stream has started is an Azure account. It is completely empty. I just signed up yesterday, and I have created an empty Git repo. And the Git repo is also linked in the Azure function thing. So if you want to follow along, that is where I will be pushing commits. And beyond that, we're going to do everything from scratch. My sponsor contact has also told me that the Azure function stuff has changed. So, oh, I'm surprised it doesn't show up on the screen. Oh, well, that's fine. They've also told me that the Azure function stuff has changed a bunch. So I will be learning it completely from scratch, which should also be fun as well. You'll get the real experience of me trying to figure something out. But without further ado, let me say hi to everyone who's here, and then we'll say hi to our new subs. Actually, we'll do the subs first. We've got Snipsy, who's resubbed at 23 months. Thank you for your continued support. Baldothis is also here with 27 months. Kevin is here with 30 months at tier 3. Fancy, fancy Kevin. And Koniggeist, who is here for 20 months, who says 20 empty Git repos. What? What does that mean? But yeah, let's jump into things. I'm going to show you how I'm planning to design this, and then we'll... you were supposed to be minimized, not just behind here. Minimized. Go away. Okay. So the plan for today's stream is, well, this is what I want to get done. So there are going to be several entities involved. There's kind of 3 zones here that we're dealing with. One is, oh, I didn't want to move that. One is Azure Land over here. Azure Land. And the other is GitHub Land. Which I guess technically is the same, but and then there's the user down here. We are going to set up an Azure function using Python. And just to start, we're just going to set this up first and make sure that we can do this interaction here. That's not going to be our final state there. Let's use the arrows. Ooh, we can use vertical arrows. Look at this. Is there a down arrow? There is a down arrow. Annoying that they had to make 4 different arrow types, but we're going to make sure that we can just create a function, simple web app, and make sure that that works. But that's not our end goal. Then we're going to remove that part of it. We're then going to set up a GitHub app. GitHub app. And the way the GitHub app is going to work is, I think we're just going to make it respond to comments on GitHub. And so the user will post a comment to GitHub, like so. Comment. And then the GitHub app will call our function over here, and then our function will interact with GitHub. That's the down arrow. Our function will interact with GitHub. That's kind of the plan for how the flow of this is going to work. This will be kind of just the simple one. We'll probably just start with something that's like, hi bot, and then it'll reply, hi user, or something like that. And then we'll try and make it actually do our fancy rebasing thing. For the rebasing thing, I think we will make a separate function. The webhook setup of GitHub tends to want you to respond very quickly. So if you don't respond quickly, they drop your connection, and there's all sorts of problems with that. Urza Muslu, definitely said that wrong. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. So I think the plan for that is to make a separate function here, kind of our rebaser, and somehow have our main. Oops, that's not the curvy line. I want the curvy line. Somehow make our API function call our rebaser. So that's the stretch goal. That's the plan. Well, I guess let me say hi to everyone, and then we'll jump into it. Does that sound good? Okay, who was first today? Snipsy was first today, both in premium chat and in normal chat, and before the stream started. You got the trifecta there. Grandma's iPad's also here. Hello, hello. Anthony's chick, good to see you again. Minute Kami, how's it going? JJMC, hello, hello. Hey Tom, welcome to the stream. Beldothis, hello, hello. D-Dubs was also here. Thought we were gonna write multiple functions. We might be writing multiple functions, yeah. So that's, I think, what's gonna happen. I'm not also sure how this green arrow is going to work. My gut would be a queue, but I might not need a queue. I might be able to just do an async call and hope that the function's runtime handles that. It should. How it works in Lambda. Unnightly, hello, hello. Mr. Spacey, good to see you again. Pandox is also here. Kevin's also here. Victor Vicky, hello, hello. Conan Geist, good to see you again. Urza, welcome to the stream. Dina says, hi bot adds file called machinecommunications.txt with the text bot has responded. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Lord Ira, hello, hello. How are you? I'm doing well, I'm doing well. Tokyo Mutex, are you a roost? You're a roost. You must be a roost. Tom, hello, hello. How you doing? Yeah, we're not gonna use that, Kevin. Okay, this is the plan. I think to get started, I'm just gonna make a very simple Python app that runs locally, and then we'll try and make it work in functions. I'm gonna be using Flask because I know Flask very well, and I don't really want to learn a web framework just for this. So we're gonna make a very simple Hello World Flask app. Let's see if I remember how to do that. All right, so I have cloned this repo. If you want to find the repo link, it's also in the little Azure blurb. So if you click through to that aka.ms link, oh, it's right below me. Yeah, you can also just type it in from this. That will also have this repo there. Here's the remote if you want to check that. Oh, get remote -v. Okay, so allow empty initial commit, as we always do, empty commit in this. And since we're doing Python, I think I'm gonna set up a set of pre-commit hooks. Let's see, web, we'll just copy this one. So these are gonna be a set of linters and code formatters that are gonna do what we want. I'm not sure what Python version we'll be able to target. I'm not super familiar with Azure's function versions. I guess we could just check, right? What Python versions does Azure Functions support? I'm hoping 3.10. 3.11 would be nice. 3.10 coming soon. Oh, that's the PyPI thing. V2, that's the one we're doing today. I was told I should use the V2 one. Blah, 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 blah. Where's the Python version? 3.10 is in preview. Yes. Well, then we will do all of the beta things and use the preview. So let's replace 3.8 with 3.10. Okay. So add pre-commit config. Cool. The other server, you changed your GitHub username. Oh no. Stockfish is also here. Hello, hello. Pod agreed. Finally, the Azure stream. Indeed. It got delayed a little bit for reasons, but we're here. Big floppy data disk. Welcome to the stream. Are you actually sponsored by Microsoft? This stream is sponsored by Microsoft. Indeed, indeed. Maximus Titus Play. Thank you for the sub with Prime. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Is using Paint part of the deal, or you just really like it? I always use Paint, Neil Porter. I always use Paint. It's part of my silly branding, sort of. Yeah, that's not part of the sponsor in any way. How much money they gave you? I can't disclose that. Okay. Create a pre-commit config. Let's make a small little app. We need. I think the way Azure works, if I remember correctly, we need a requirements.txt. Set up a virtual app. Pip install Flask, and then oh, let's make sure I have the right version. Yep. Pip freeze to requirements.txt. All right, so I remember how to use Flask. Oh, we can actually create the file. Import Flask app equals flask.flask. I think this is how it works. App dot route. I don't remember. I think it's app dot route slash. No, that can't be right. That doesn't sound right. That can't be right. I don't think that's right, but we're gonna play with it until it works. Or I could open up a tutorial for this. App dot run works. This needs to return. Take a look at this as no return. Although I don't know that my typing annotations are gonna understand that. All right, run the linter. What functionality of git checks all the that sounds like I went through Google Translate. I don't know what you're asking. When are you upgrading to Excalibur? Never. Not happening. Hello, how you doing? Chair. Hello, good to see you. Trying to use all the repos said to fix the username error. Founding takes a glob. Does not work. Not what I want. You want -- star. Yeah, you want -- star. Yeah, I turned off the channel point redeems because they're going to be a little bit disruptive during this. Ooh. Value of type VT of function cannot be callable. Okay. We're gonna quickly look at another Flask app that I've written just to get the actual syntax for this. Commit CI web blueprint index. Oh, it is .route. Well then, why is it not happy with this? Clearly, it starts. Hey, okay, it works. The typing is just mad for some reason. Why are the types mad? Variable of type VTF function cannot be callable int. Oh, because this is supposed to be stir. First off. Implicit return a function which does not return. Alright, fine, we'll do int. Enough. Okay, we have a Hello World Flask app. Great. We can commit that and push, and then we can try and get it running in Azure Functions. So make a git ignore with startup py-c. And I know, don't use git add thought, but initial Hello World Flask app. Axel TV, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Metalstorm's also here. What functionality of git checks all of them? So I'm using a tool that I wrote called precommit. And it is a git hook. It installs a git hook into here, which is just a bunch of shell that eventually calls the precommit tool. And it reads from this precommit configuration and installs these tools and runs them. It's kind of the thing that I spend most of my time on. Kevin says, checking later, sounds good. Thank you for stopping by. Vin Kami says, consider using Fast API instead of Flask. I already talked about that. I'm not gonna try and learn a new web framework for this stream. So we're just going to keep using what I already know. But also, I'm not so much a fan of fast API. Also, anytime sidetrack rant, anytime something puts fast inside its name or safe inside its name, I am by default skeptical. Because naming something fast or safe usually means it is neither fast nor safe. But yeah, anyway. You should watch this video I know on the YouTube. It explains why get-add dot is bad. Yeah. Exactly, right? We're all skeptical is safe, it's okay. I mean... Okay, so my plan to not deal with setting up all of the Azure tooling is to just use the Cloud Shell, which I've used in the past. It's really convenient because it basically gives you a Linux virtual machine with all of the credentials and stuff set up and all of the Azure tools set up, so you don't have to muck around with your local development. We set this up. I set this up yesterday just to play around with it. Where is the... How do I start this? Where is the Cloud Shell? Oh man, how do I forget how to do this? I literally did this yesterday. Cloud Shell. Maybe I just search. It'll tell me. No. Azure Cloud Shell. Here we go. Yes. Click the button. Oh, okay. No. Yep. Okay. That didn't do what I wanted. Ah. Why? Why it no work? Purple Elf, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Vaders. My name is Anthony. I usually work on open source Python programming. Today we're doing a sponsored stream via Microsoft. Oh, there's a little button. There's a button somewhere. Oh, you know what it is? It's because I'm zoomed in. Here we go. There we go. Okay. So now we have the little button. Perfect. But thank you for the raid. Just ended my stream on a blue screen. That's kind of amazing. But I hope your stream went well. What were you working on? Blazingly fast is okay, right? I feel like that's also something that I'm like, I think it means safe, faster, pre-commit. Yeah. The 3 dots in the top right. Oh, would it have been here? Oh. See, that's why Trat's here. You guys know better than I do. Okay, let's make this big. And we have a terminal. Okay, cool. So from playing around with this yesterday, we noticed that the Python installation doesn't have curses available, which means that my text editor won't work. But we are going to use some of the Pythons I built for work, and I know those are built correctly, so we're gonna use those. So give me 1 sec while I set that up. I work at Sentry, which does error monitoring if you've not heard of them. But if I do this ~ops pythons, actually just do ~ops. This is gonna install, oops, we have to do Python 3. This is gonna install 3.8, 3.9, 3.10, and 3.11, but built correctly. That way I can use my text editor because, yeah, we're gonna use my text editor because I said so. CMT Douglas, welcome to the stream. Use the menu on the side of your avatar. Yeah, we got there. Thank you for the help though. What's the difference between a snowman and a snowman? Snowballs. What? I don't get it. Opus Boppus! Hello. Good to see you again. The boost screen was trying to figure out an issue with PNPM. I guess trying to delete node modules in WSL made it go bye-bye. Oh. Yeah, file systems are difficult, would be my guess there. Okay, ~ops cp311 bin python. This should give us virtual env in theory. And if I pip install Babby, and then instead of an alias because I usually invoke it with nano. Because I have not untaught myself. Hey, and we have a text editor. Look at that. That's fancy. Cool. Okay, so now we have a text editor that we can use. I also want to be able to clone that Git repo. So right now we're not going to be able to clone that. Anthony writes code / I don't remember what it was called. Let's see what it was called. It's in the aka.ms link that's right below me. Actually, I'll show you how you can find it. Anthony writes Azure function. And just a quick reminder, if you could sign up for this, it helps out the stream. That's how they know that people were engaging. I'm going to click skip here though. Hey, I satisfied. Thank you for the resub at 30 months. It's good to see you again. Hopefully you're doing well. Glitch but small says, I need to put this beef I haven't worked to rest. How is Azure pronounced? We have 3 different pronunciations. I think there is a canonical pronunciation, but I'm probably wrong and I don't know and I don't care. Purple Love says, I feel it should be pronounced azure, but it's probably Azure. Asher? Yeah. Faf in the boot. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. I came back to a wildly not purple olive voice. How's it going? It's going well. Welcome. I thought I'd rather take my break now than do another 10-20 minutes after the blue screen. Yeah, it makes sense. 30 months is so long, right? It's Azure, right? Dogfish, we can't do that. Okay. Right, so if you're on here, you can click down here to find the repo, and that way we can clone this. But, oh, yes, I want to continue. Okay, so actually that didn't work because I put a new line there. What was the Azure GitHub app? Yeah, so this is going to fail to clone because we don't have an SSH key set up. I'm going to set one up for this virtual machine here such that we can clone. Let's see, GitHub, set up SSH key. Generating a new SSH key. Yeah, so we're going to copy paste this. This will generate a new key for us. Email address doesn't matter, so just gonna put wat. Take the default. I'm gonna skip passphrase. I generally don't recommend skipping passphrase, but this is a temporary key. We're not gonna be using this beyond today. And we are going to put the public key, not the private key. We're gonna put the public key onto GitHub. Let's copy that. And oh, I have to open up GitHub where it's logged in. GitHub settings, SSH keys. This is the one from yesterday. We're gonna make a new one. Azure Cloud, please delete. That way, if I ever look at this later, I'll remember that I need to clean this up. That will give us a clonable key. So now I can use this key to clone here. So if we retry our clone up here again, you'll see that I'm able to clone this. And now we have our little app here. Sweet. Okay, so now we can start following the directions to getting this running in Azure, which I believe is going to be this link. Most Azure stuff is more my alley than mine. I don't actually know what anything does. I only hang out there for good company and positive energy. Ah, well, that's always a good reason to watch this stream. Shiro Sparks says, OMG. You should Bing how to pronounce Azure? No, I'm good. I'm okay being wrong and continuing to be wrong. Oh. V2 programming model for Azure functions using Python. More familiar developers, key features include triggers and bindings declared as decorators. Importing through blueprints and support through easy to reference documentation. Nice. Linge, thank you for the resub. And 17 months. Oh, and Belwada has also resubbed with Prime at 9 months. I missed that. Thank you for the resub, both of you. And Belwada got a fancy new badge. Bing is wrong about how to pronounce Azure. It's faff in the boot. Okay, so we're gonna be skipping VS Code here. So we're gonna do getting started with command prompt. I mean, we're not technically using command prompt, but Sure. But command line is probably the more specific way to say that. Okay. Zoom this in a little bit so that we can see this. Completing the quick start incurs a small cost of a few USD cents. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to pay money. That's fine. All right. Configure your local environment. Azure account, active subscription. Okay, we did that. Presumably this stuff is all set up for me, so I don't have to bother with that. Marsma, it is a sponsored stream. Thank you for the resub at 26 months. Good to see you again. Hopefully you're doing well. Python versions that are supported by Azure Functions. Yep, we got that. Oh, actually, we might be too new of a Python version. I should have used 3.10. Let's fix that. CP310. There we go. Dogs Code, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Janetron's also here. Belmada says, found a badge on the ground, now I'm gonna use it. All this power that I found, gonna totally abuse it. Gonna hit so much stuff. What? I don't understand. Hope you're having a good stream so far. Yeah, it's going pretty well. I was trying to click the Azure Talks notice away. Okay, so this should still be working. All right, cool. All right, the Azure Write storage emulator. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna skip that. Yeah, we're gonna assume that we have run all the setup. Functions don't currently support Python function development on ARM64 devices. To develop Python functions on a Mac with an M1 chip, you must run an emulated x86. Okay, that's fine. We don't have to worry about that. Okay, cool. Inch High Elf, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Verify your prerequisites, which depend on whether you're using the Azure CLI or Azure PowerShell. All right, well, we're using Azure CLI. All right, func -- version. Func version. We got there eventually. 403971. Oh no! Why is it not new enough? Okay, well, we need to clearly install a newer version of this, so let's figure out how to install a newer version of this. Dang it. Linux. Well, we don't have sudo, so how are we gonna do this? Oh, do I have to do this on my own? And change it to a different version of core tools. You should use the same package manager. All right, where does this thing come from? Is it just npm? Because if so, opt Azure Functions command line. Oh, it's owned by root. Oh. Okay, well, maybe we're gonna have to start over locally because these versions are too old. Oh, that's so disappointing. Okay, well, let's do the full setup then. All right, so first it's gonna make us set up a PPA, which is, I guess, a little. Oh, maybe we can skip this by downloading without a deb. Ubuntu, Debian, other Linux distributions. Unzip. Latest release for your platform. Okay, let's do this. Linux x64. Yeah, okay. We can we can hobble along. All right, wget this. Pronunciation differs based on your locale. If you do Bing Co UK, it's a British pronunciation. Oh, interesting. The answer says, here go coding 127 PRs, already a few errors to fix manually because they've exceeded API quota. Yeah, Alrepa should probably have a sleep in there. Priok says we got Babby to work, it's a win. Yeah, well, I did that before stream, so. All right, unzip this to hopefully give us a new enough version. Oh my goodness, this is installing a lot. Is it in tools? Is it dot slash where find dot dash name func? Oh. Why are you not executable? There we go. Clearly they should fix their zip so this is executable. Anyway, oh, this opened in my working directory. I didn't want that. Oh well. Path equals home slash ops path hash dash r which func version. Sweet. Okay, we have been doing that version now. Right. Hey, thank you for the hype train chat. Why can't you install packages? Because I don't have sudo. Yeah. There's no sudo here. Okay, we have new enough func version. Great. Now, do we have new enough everything else too? az-dash version. Please be new enough. 2.44. I think it said 2.4 was new enough, right? 2.4. Okay, great. As the easy login, we don't have to do that. Run python-dash version. We're gonna try out 3.10 because it said below that it's in preview. So I want to try the bleeding edge of stuff. And if 3.10 doesn't work, then yeah, we'll revert back to 3.9. Create and activate a virtual env. Cool, we can do that. Oops. Let's get into our repository. Should I just do this? Do not find a version that satisfies requirement venv. Oh, I did it There we go. Pip install virtual env. That's what I wanted. Working 9 to 5 says, what did hash dash r do? Okay, so the way shells work. Oh, I'm pretty sure I have a video on this, right? Pretty sure I have a video on this. Let me see if I can get you the link for that. Hash cache, bash hash cache. Check out that video where I explain that in detail. That way I don't have to reiterate here. Perfect. If I recall correctly, when you're running Azure Shell, it's effectively a command line interface to Azure and not like a client that connects to Azure services from a local machine. I don't know that this is Azure Shell. This is basically like a VM. Actually, I think it's a Docker container. Yeah. I'm in a Docker container apparently. So that's how this thing works. But yeah, okay. So if we virtual env, where did it want the path? I think sometimes they use .vm. I don't really like .vm. I like to just call it VM. So we're gonna do this. And yes, we're slightly deviating from what the directions say. They say to use mvm, but I like virtual env because it's faster. Okay, so create a virtual env, activated it. Don't need to do that. Run a func init command which creates a functions project in a folder named local function proj, specified runtime, and the okay, yeah. All right, let's try this. Func init. We're just gonna call this GitHub-API. Okay, cool. Found Python version 3.10. The new Python programming model is in public preview. Learn more. Yes, that's why we're going through it. Go to the project folder. Okay. What did this create? Let's see what all these files are. All right, function app. Interesting. I wonder how we're gonna plug Flask into this. This looks a lot like Flask, but it's not. So we'll see. Host.json. Yeah, okay, cool. Local settings. Got it. Requirements. Do not include Azure Functions Worker in this file. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, cool. So it made some files for us. Nice. The file functions app can include all the functions within your project. Okay. Desired, you can skip to run the function locally. We'll read all this. Entry point, yep. Start the storage emulator. I feel like I wanted to skip this. Import azure.functions as func. Yeah, it's a little, I mean, yeah, like I think I can just, it told me I could skip this, so we're gonna skip this. Run the function locally. Func start. Func start. Oh boy. Host error has occurred during starting. Oh, so we do really have to have that storage thing running. Dang it. All right, start the storage emulator. So apparently we can just run. When Azure Web's job storage setting is set to use development storage equals true. Okay, we'll do this. We will do this then. Yeah, don't skip directions, Anthony. Do the things the right way. Is it this thing? No. What was it called? Azure Web's job storage is set to use development storage. Okay, does this let me start now? Maybe? Hard to tell. Can I make a new tab in this? No. Oh. This new tab, or is this open new session? Oh. Did this this open a port? Do we have something listening? Strange sorcerer! Hey, thank you for the resub at 9 months, which gets you a fancy new badge. With Hello World Flask app run on an Azure function, I believe the latter runs for a limited amount of time, so the website would go down shortly. Typically the way that serverless web apps work is the runtime controls when it starts and stops it. I assume there's a way to plug in your own web framework into this functions v2 stuff, but we haven't gotten there yet. But yeah, it would work the same way. Like you would pass off your server code to their little function wrapper, and they handle spinning up and spinning out. That's kind of the pull of serverless, is that you don't have to manage anything. It does it all for you. Like you don't have to run the server. Let's see, is it on 8080? I'm probably jumping ahead. Unauthorized. What about 8888? Error, can I get slashed? That sounds more like oh, it eventually errored here. Okay, let's actually start Azurite then. Which Azurite, which is a cool little mineral. Azurite install. Use the Azurite emulator for Azure storage development. Yes, okay, install. Oh, we can run it on Docker. Do we have Docker here? We do have Docker. That's surprising, but we're already in Docker. How's that gonna work? Is there a Docker socket? Yeah, okay, that's what I expected. So we're not gonna really use Docker. Fine. But we can install it using npm. I'm not gonna use -g. Let's do this. Dogs code, hello. Dockerception? Yeah, I was skeptical that Docker actually worked in there. I don't know why it's installed if it doesn't work. Always love to see this. I'm just gonna ignore that. Okay, node modules, bin, azurite, version. Sweet. Okay, cool. So, I'm actually going to tmux in the bash enus command not found. What happened here? There's some like garbage in bash rc. Oh god. Oh shoot. I can't use Control W in here. SlacksFX, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Does that really not work? Yeah, that's annoying. Okay, so I can't actually search in here. Okay, anyway, there's something in here that's wrong, but oh, source user bin cloud show. I see what it says. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to start Azurite. How did that work? What did it tell me to do? Just run Azurite. Okay. All right. Actually, we are going to put export path equals home via bin path. Oh, actually. We're gonna do this that way I can that way I can do this. Cool. Okay, so now I can cd into here and into here, and then node modules bin azurite. Okay, cool. We have azurite running. And in theory, if I do func start now, put me in a different directory. Annoying. Func start now. Unable to locate. Oh. Func start now. Plus. Okay. No job functions found. Okay, well, let me just follow directions. Maybe that's fine. Towards the end of the output, the following lines must appear. A little assertive there. Huh. Why does it say no job functions found? Oh god, what have I done? I think tmux is messing this up. I'm not a fan of tmux. It's still there. Kill-9% one. There we go. Okay. Let's run this here where tmux is not gonna get in our way. Time enjoyed. Hello. Truly the full dev experience here. 30 minutes of just setting up the dev environment. No, it's fine. We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't blame tmux. It worked fine without tmux. Just saying. It worked fine without tmux. Why can I not copy this? There we go. Copy. All right, so we should be able to curl this, and it should say answer. All right, great. It works. Here for this. This is what I do at work when I jump on projects. Wait, how do I get this set up? Yeah, exactly. I work in fashion industry, but that was the joke I was about to make, Stonkfish. But I was like, wait a minute, people might take me seriously, so I'm not gonna do that. Copy the URL, your function name, and append the query string !name equals your name. Okay. Oh, I keep clicking on things too quickly. Oops. Question mark name equals wat. Well, that didn't work because we didn't change the code to do that. Oh. Making a full URL, display a message that echoes back your query string. But we didn't change the code to do that, did we? Yeah, I control-C'd it. Why is it not dying? Hello? Shutting down, okay. Maybe I was impatient, but it should have died faster. It's still not dead. Well, that'll work. Okay. So we've got an app set up. Great. So creating supporting Azure resources for your function. Let's do that. You can create 3 resources: a resource group, a storage account, and a function app. All right, great. We're already logged in. When you're using the Azure command line, you can turn on param persist option. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Paste. No TMX to blame now. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why it didn't die there. Okay, cool. You. We might need you. Create a resource group named this. We're probably gonna not name it that, but let's see. What did I call this whole thing? Azure GitHub app? Region. What are the available regions? AZ account list locations will give us the region. Yeah, we should have done that first. AZ account list locations. Oh my. East US. Yeah, that sounds fine. We'll use that one. Ugh. East US, and our name is going to be Azure GitHub app. Success. Nice. Okay, cool. In the current V2 programming preview model, choose a region from one of the following: France Central, West Central US, North Europe. Okay, good. I was like, I hope we get East US in here. And has Linux and Windows apps in the same resource group. It's a weird limitation, but okay. All right, storage account. Storage account is next. Oh, wrong thing again. All right, paste. Azure GitHub app. Not a valid storage account name. Storage account name must be between 3 and 24 characters in length and use numbers and lowercase letters only. Okay, so we can't have dashes. Got it. Sweet. NFT scale, welcome to the stream. Other stupid ones. It kind of makes sense. I think eventually it ends up in domain names, and letting people use dashes there lets you do all sorts of funny stuff with like Unicode, and then you have to validate whether they start with dashes or end with dashes. And no, I kind of understand it. It makes sense. Shadowfrost, hello. How you doing? Start account. Function. Why did they use West Europe here? They clearly should have left a little placeholder there rather than specifying West Europe, but that's fine. We're gonna do Control XE. Why did it? Oh goodness! Why did it open Emacs? How do I quit Emacs? Control XC. Yeah. Export editor equals Babby. Export visual equals Babby. Control XE. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna use East US runtime Python runtime version 3.10. We're risking it. Name Azure GitHub app Linux storage account. Shoot. I think this is what we called it. Okay, AZ function app create consumption plan location East US runtime Python runtime version 3.10 functions version 4. Name Azure GitHub app. OS type Linux. Storage account Azure GitHub app. Burp, burp, burp. Hopefully that works. Sergeant Poppycock, welcome to the stream. The functions not deploy everywhere. Typically, with cloud providers, you deploy a function to a particular region, and that's where it gets served out of. But you can access it anywhere. It's just where it where that instance of the function works. Typically what you would do in an HA situation is you would deploy your function to a whole bunch of places and then set up a load balancer that picks the one that's local and blah, blah, blah. But of course, for a silly little GitHub app that not many people are going to use, one instance in, I guess it's not necessarily one instance because it'll dynamically scale it for you, but one region should be fine for me. But that's the same on every cloud provider I've used. Like you specify one region for your function. Okay, it's doing something presumably, so we're gonna let that run. Must supply OS type Linux. Yep. I think this is out of date because I don't think they support 3.6 anymore. So these docs need a little bit of update. For example, replace app name with a globally unique name appropriate for you. I probably should put my name in that instead of like not having not the name. Also the default DNS domain. Oh, cool. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so presumably it will, oh, it's doing something more. Successfully created, but is not active until content is published. Yep, cool. Very nice. Command argument values from persistent parameters resource group. Okay, cool. So it's creating it all in the same resource group. That's why we did that thing before. Makes sense. It's a little funny that it prints this every single time you run a command. Like, yeah, I know, I turned it on. This is definitely useful information, I guess, but it seems like noise. Okay, so we gotta wait for that to succeed. We also want to set up a GitHub app at some point. We could probably do that now, although that might get confusing if I bounce back and forth. Usually find it's easier to watch tutorial content if I just do all of it at once. I guess if this was my normal stream, I would try and multitask because because no one's gonna watch the stream content later. But for this, we're just gonna wait for this. Ray Abdu, thank you for the follow. Actually, one thing that we're gonna do while we're doing this is figure out how we can use our own web framework with this, if that's even a thing. I assume it's a thing. Blah blah blah. HTTP trigger. Yeah, it almost looks like they wrote their own web framework, which is interesting. But I feel like most people want to use their own web framework. Let's see, Azure Functions v2 Flask. This is from February. I think this is from before V2 existed. So this might be the old stuff. Yeah, this is the old V1. Although these parameters look similar, so maybe we can just reuse this. Like, what does our code look like? Oh, it's done. Takes an HTTP request, returns HTTP response. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know the answer there. Okay, let's do the last step of this that we skipped, which is func azure function app publish. Paste. Azure GitHub app. Oh, I should do the little PS1 thing that I always do so it's easier for you to see the commands. Yeah, I'll do that. I will do that. Sponsor stream, indeed, Fireball Monkey. An error occurred while trying to start process with permission denied. Oh, all of the binaries don't have executable on them. It's weird that their zip is broken like that. Let's try it again. It's probably gonna error in a couple more times in that same way, but Mustack, hello, how you doing? So we'll continue to chmod plus X until it succeeds. Remote build and process. But I'm gonna do a REST pip implementation. I'm still working on it. I just don't work on Rust on stream because people are real toxic. Did it print out the account key? Is that what this is? Oh, it is the account key. Oh, that's not good. Hopefully that doesn't matter. They should really think of those things before having me demonstrate it on a sponsored stream. Well, that's true. Hello. How you doing? When are you making it public? When it's done? Okay, well, now I gotta figure out how to rotate the account key. Let's see. It's probably for the resource group. No. Let's see. There's our rotate account key. Because it is actually hooked up to Real Money, so I gotta do this. Is that the account key for the storage account? Let's see what it's it for. Yeah, the storage account. Why would they do that? Storage accounts. This one. I guess we'll rotate both of them. Here are the credentials. A little bit. Access keys. We're just gonna rotate both of them. We're gonna do it on this too because I think that might also be where this is. I guess it's just the key for the storage account, so it's like not a big deal, but alright, this should log me out of these, so let's I think I'm surprised that still works. Interesting. I didn't expect that to work. Okay, anyway. Remote build succeeded. Presumably this should be running somewhere now. Right? Publish. So that tells me it didn't succeed. Try this again. Why is it not letting me press up to run the same command again? Copy, paste. Parsa says, I can't say how funny it is to watch Anthony struggle with Azure. It's not struggling. I'm just input output error. Oh, because we reset the shell. Oh, does that mean I have to set everything up again? I probably have to set everything up again. That is a little bit annoying. It's because I rotated it. Just set it up locally. Yeah, I guess we could do that. Oh, I guess we could do that. All right. So we need to install the Azure command line, we need to install Azurite, and we need to install Thunk. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna set things up again because I think this is not working. Oh, never mind, it works again. Okay, we're not gonna set it up locally. All right. Let's try this again. Updated version. Hello, how you doing? Fireball Monkey says we're doing great. How about your beautiful self? It's going all right. Although, oh wait. Local Python version is different. Press X to doubt. That's Ellis's version. It's also 310. We're gonna ignore that. Bonjour says it will show the key again. No, that was the other command. I think. I don't know if this one will show the key again. But if it does show the key again, we at least know how to rotate it now, so. Firefly says, how many push-ups can you do? I haven't done push-ups in a while, but when I was doing them every day, I got to a point where I could just continually go forever and ever. Until I was like actually tired. It's like 100 plus. But right now I could probably do 50 without being sad. He set it up locally. I have a local clone of this, but we're trying to use the Cloud Shell because it makes all the permissions easy. Funny McFunny Old Man says I can do a max 3. You can improve on that. Control R and Control W are super dangerous in browser-based terminals because they never know if they're going to work. Yeah, Control W we already know doesn't work, but at least in this shell it prompts you before trying to close the tab. So yeah. I can also go continuous until I'm tired, so not long. I guess I realized after I said that that was probably a dumb way to phrase that. That I should have thought about that. Yeah, it's weird that it says to change the virtual environment on our local machine to match this, but it does. Like, I don't know where it's picking up 3914 from. Because all of the Pythons that I'm using are 310. Oh, they're about to downgrade to 310.4. That's fine. Weekend 6, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. But hey, that's what we get for trying out beta software. So, yeah. Latenda says, do you use any tools to bump versions? No. Remote build failed. Failed to upload because Azure Storage responds with a 403. Failed to authenticate. Right, because we rotated the keys. Probably. How to fix that? Oh, and we don't have access to this file because it's on a remote machine. Interesting. You know what? I think we're just going to start over locally. And that shouldn't take too long. Most of the time was setting up the tools and then running the commands. So, yeah, because there's this is in some weird authentication state that we don't know about. Okay. Easy version should be new enough. 2.44 easy login. I'm gonna not show that while I log in. Oh, I'm already logged in. Perfect. Okay. And I'm gonna delete all the stuff that we made in the console and start over. That way we do this from scratch and presumably the editors can stitch this all together nicely. Yeah. That is what we're gonna say. Okay, I can close you. Resource groups. I am going to delete both of these. Yeah. Don't care. Go away. Delete. Where's the delete button? It's because I'm zoomed in too much? No. Can I not just delete? Oh, I gotta delete over here? No. How do I delete a resource group? I have to click on it and then delete it? There we go. Type the resource group name. No thanks. Weekend 6, hello. Have you tried the Bring Sally Up challenge? I don't know what that is. No idea. Why don't you debug Python version and make a video for it? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're asking me to do. The editors did a great job last time. They did such a great job last time. Ina, welcome back. Hello. There's no delete. You have to be inside the resource group. Frustrates me every time. I see. Yeah. Supposed to type the name manually? No smiley face. Okay, so in theory, these should disappear. They're probably in progress of being deleted, so we can set up the rest of this. Okay, so actually, I'm gonna make a tools directory and put things here. Pip install Azure command line. This will also make sure that we're at the right Python version because I don't know how it would possibly detect 3.9 when the system Python here is 3.10. Oh, I bet that's what it was doing. I bet it was looking at the system Python and ignoring my virtual env for some reason. Okay, we also need Azurite, and we need the func tool. So we gotta download the func tool again. Azure, download. Oh wait, there is a link here, right? Up at the top. We're starting the tutorial over again. No. Azure Functions core tools. Okay, now we can npm install Azure, Linux. Where's the other distributions? This thing, and then releases, and then the latest one, Linux x64. Okay. We're gonna have two tabs here. Funk. And we'll unzip that. We'll make sure to chmod those two things that weren't chmodded before. Unless that was just like some quirk of that remote machine. Nope, still broken here. Well, that's something for them to fix. Actually, we can probably just make an issue, unless there isn't one already. Looks like no one has made an issue on this. I'm not logged in here. We're gonna log in here. We're gonna make a quick issue. Funk and what was the other one? GoZip. Funk. GoZip. Maybe more are missing executable permissions in released zip. Reproduction, bash this, and then unzip star.zip, and then /funk, and you'll get blah 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 output. Workaround is pretty simple. Just chmod plus x funk gozip. So the zip should have the proper permissions to start with. All right, that'll be good enough. I don't know what you posted in chat, but it's your first message, so you're getting timed out. Just a quick 1 hour rewind. Yeah. Based on a song, you do push-ups. Go down when the song says bring Sally down, up when the song says bring Sally up. I see. The song is 3 minutes and 25 seconds long. I feel like that doesn't sound hard. Pandoxer says, thoughts on single sourcing the package version from init.py version? No. No, that's a waste of time. No one needs that. They can use imperla metadata. I don't think zip is able to hold permission information. It is. It is indeed. Vin Diesel, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. In fact, I bet if we find dash type f dash x maybe there aren't any in here, but zips definitely can have permission information. I'll challenge you to try it. I'll send 20 subs your way if you make it through the whole song outside the sponsor stream. Yeah, sure. It doesn't sound that hard. Okay, we made our issue. Cool. And we have to make this executable as well. And we also need Azurite. npm I Azurite. That'll get us our tools. We're logged in, and then we'll be able to run the tutorial again. Also, I can make as many tabs as I want to. Oops. Oh man, messed this up. E20. New tab. Okay, let's run through our tutorial again. How do I make an activate script? I want to use bash source, but that's not portable. Why am I worrying about portability? Let's just do this. Path equals. We'll just use absolute paths. Yeah. Okay, so I'm making a thing to put all these tools on my path. Oh. Tools slash. Tools, okay, so path will be T slash node modules bin, T slash VM bin, and T slash func path. So this should, we source that. Which func? Why didn't that work? Oh, because it's not it's not executable. Alright, which func? Cool. Func version. We should also be able to do AZ version. And Azure Write version. Did I use .bin? Oh, node module. Node module. Oops, that's not where the S goes. Okay. So source t.sh, func version, AZ version, Azure Write version. Sweet, we have the tools. Nice. Okay, cool. And we're logged in. Perfect. User Chronic says, how did you become a Bash Pro? I use it a lot. I use it a lot. Parson says, I can do a 2-minute plank, but this is an interesting challenge. Nodes modules, yeah. Okay, so let's run the tutorial again because we had to start over. Okay, from the top. Prerequisite. Okay, we did all this. Great. Oh, Python version? 3.10. Great. We're ignoring the recommendation to use 3.9. All right. Make a virtual env. Virtual env vf. Activate that, and now we need to run func init. We are going to call this Azure GitHub app 2 because I'm pretty sure we're going to run into name collisions with the old one. CD into there. We have function that already exists. Yep. All right, cool. Start the storage emulator. So we need to run Azure Write. I noticed that it wrote a bunch of files to the disk, so we're gonna start it in a subdirectory here, so that it can write all of its nonsense here rather than where it wrote it before. Okay, we got that running. We also need to set this option in our Azure Web Job Storage local settings file, which we're speed running right now. We're speed running these directions because we already run them once. Okay, func start. Func start. Satata says, I use an old laptop for a media server with a 120 gig SSD. No idea. No idea. Alright, so we should be able to curl you. Ta-da! Alright, cool. We have that working. Copy the URL of your function from this output to a browser. Yeah, we're gonna skip that. Create the resources. We've logged in. We run this. Oh. Okay, cool. And we are going to run these commands, but we are not going to show you the output. Azure GitHub app 2. Oops. In East US. And now you're gonna look at my face for a sec. Okay, that one actually is fine. No credentials there. Good. Storage account creates. Okay, Control X E. Did it print the credentials? Yeah, that's why we're starting over, because it printed the credentials. Azure GitHub app 2. I think this is, oh, also, let me make sure that the editor can see the output here, or the actual command. So we're gonna look at my face again while we run this. What a silly problem, right? Will there be prediction if you link keygun? It would have to run for the whole stream, so we can't really do that. But how you doing, CO Bandito? Tofufufu is also here. Hello, hello. So yeah, don't worry, it's just running right now. Okay. Also don't have credentials on the screen again, so good, good. We can move on to the next one. The function app create. Alright, this one is a big long command. Okay, so we're just gonna do this. We're gonna use East US, Python. We're gonna use 3.10, not 3.9. Azure GitHub app 2. Linux storage account. This was Azure GitHub app 2. And we're gonna run this command. And again, you're gonna look at my face. It's my face again, chat. Standard robot. Hello, hello. How you doing? I'm good. Just had a burrito, which was yummy. Oh, burritos are great. Burritos are great. Yeah, burritos. I'm actually out of tortillas right now, which is sad because I am a big fan of burritos. My current burrito obsession is to take vegetarian sausage and fry them up and throw them into a burrito with cheese, home fried potatoes, eggs, and a bunch of hot sauces. That's so good. Good. Breakfast burrito. So good. Not his face, right? Request to change the category, just chatting? No. No smiley face. Privan, hello, hello. We're looking at Python, now we're looking at the Victoria's Secret model. Yeah, you know it, right? Egg. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Are you saying this is a cooking stream now? I am actually setting up my cooking stream setup. I need to get lapel microphones, but then yes, I will return as food and drinks streamer. Okay, it completed. Did it show the credentials again? I'm kind of curious if it showed the credentials again. Big shot. JSON blob. It actually didn't show the credentials this time. Weird. Suspicious. I guess there's one more command to run. Okay, one more command to run. Which is this one. Was this the one that showed the credentials? I don't know. XE this. Azure GitHub app 2. I think this one, was this the one that showed the credentials? I don't remember. All right, let's run this one. Oh, this one is the one that takes forever, so you get to look at my face for a long time. Oh, yeah, it's this one that shows credentials. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. Oh, man. Well, yeah, okay. Fortunately, you don't see the credentials. I see the credentials, but you don't see them. Okay, it's running this setup. Does this show credentials one way to find out? Yeah. That's why I hidden. No, I see them. It ends in equals. Because it's a little base 64. See them in the reflection of your eyes? Yeah. Does Azure have a way to run Roost? I have no idea, Dogs Code. Okay, so it has finished, but it doesn't look like it has succeeded. So this is what we're looking at. The output that they shows that there's more to this. So yeah, like they have functions in this and then this here, but we don't have that for some reason. So I'm gonna try running it again and see what happens. Surely that'll make it work, right? And oh, it hasn't shown. It didn't show the credentials this time. Weird. Well, let me make sure. Let me let it finish first. If you tried restarting your computer, yeah, we actually did do that already. So we are on a completely different computer than the first time we tried. Do you see any reason to switch WSL or any other virtualization tool? Well, funny you ask that because ta-da! We're on Windows. Linux is a lie. What is your screen resolution? I have two 4K monitors and one that's 2560 by 1600. Okay, so this is weird. There's supposed to be more output here. I think we're just gonna ignore it and hope that it worked. Because it should just follow the naming scheme here. In theory. Azure GitHub app 2. Oh, that would tell me that it's not actually working. All right, let's poke around on here and see if we can figure out why it's not enabled. Okay, we should have a function app. UZ1PK, thank you for the follow. Welcome. It says running. Oh, this URL? Maybe? Imagine? It's running! Okay, so then if we do this. Is that not what I called it? Hold on. Let me just make sure that it hasn't written a connection string to this. Oh, because ours is called HTTP trigger 1? Maybe that's why? HTTP trigger 1. Maybe capitalized. HTTP trigger 1. What was the URL we used when we curled? Curl. API hello? Maybe non-HTTPS? Why? Yeah, smiley face, but show me how to. Oh. Why isn't it working? Okay, well, we have either skipped a step. Oh, here we go. We've not gotten. So this is a lie, is what I'm seeing. Okay, cool. To use the V2 model, you need to add a new application in Azure called Azure Web Jobs Feature Flags. Yeah. Okay, so maybe I need this now. we did skip a step, is what this is telling me. Okay, easy function app, config app settings, set, name, Azure GitHub app 2. Oops, GitHub. You can get the URL in the portal if you go to the function tab. Yeah, we got there, but it didn't do what we wanted. Azure GitHub app 2. Okay. This one might show my credentials again. I don't trust any of these commands anymore. Okay, it said a thing now. Oh my god, okay. It showed my credentials again. Okay, we're not gonna scroll up. Oh, that's so wild. That's so wild. Verify in Azure. Okay. Azure GitHub app 2 and look at my face. Launching web browser. I'm gonna wait for this to actually show up. This is so funny. Live metrics stream is connecting to your app. Ready in. Okay, we have metrics. I don't know what that means. UTF-8. That's a great name. Time traveler. Hello, though. What does this tell me? I mean, there's a CPU running, but how do I hit it? How do I make it run? $401. That's different. That's different. That's a that's an improvement. What is 401? That's like some access denied, unauthorized. In a separate terminal window or in the browser, call the remote function again. We never called the function. Yeah, we never got this invoke URL. Yeah, this should have existed at some point. I'm gonna try the deploy command again, which shows my credentials. Publish. You need the function key? Usually it's an HTTP trigger, so you don't, it just serves an app, right? Usually how it works. That's how it worked before. I didn't need any special keys last time. It's possible that I skipped some steps, so I will scroll through the tutorial and find the right thing here. But the 401 tells me it's at least running. So oh, okay, so it's printing the right thing now. Okay, so the tutorial's out of order. Now it shows this link here. So now it maybe will work. Maybe 401. Well, logs? Where are logs? Exception rate. This should be 100%, right? Free servers. View and logs. I just want all the logs. No results. Huh. Interesting. Oh, this is interesting. That is a long query. Huh. Very weird. But only if you set it for anonymous, so I need to enable the function to be allowed to be accessed anonymously. Shouldn't that be the default? Alright, so there should be insights, function app, storage account, service plans. Okay, somewhere in here. Somewhere in here I need to make it public. Let's see, Azure function public access. HTTP. This is all about how to disable it, right? See if there's something else in here. Yeah, we'll look at that maybe later. Yeah, we did that. We got that working. Interesting. Oh, do you have a link for me, Kvantic? Change the authorization level to anonymous. In this guy? One of these things? Let's see what let's see what the signature of that is. Actually it'll be azure.functions.functionapp.functionname. Azure.functions.functionapp. Gotta be in the virtual. No documentations. What? Oh. That would be one thing. Okay. Function name. Okay, that's clearly not it. HTTP type. Some weird character there. Auth level, here we go. Authorization level of the function app will be applied to the HTTP trigger functions. Read-only properties. Inherited from HTTP functions auth level mixin. Where that comes from. Actually, we'll figure out where you are from. Oh, it doesn't tell us. Import azure.functions, azure.functions.function function at function app.module. This will tell us where that file lives, and now we need to find that mixin. Then we need to find the API. Oh no, I don't know where it comes from. Maybe this documentation will tell me. You're telling me it's in functions.json? Black box, hello. Auth level, Azure functions. See, the other one was in the code. So, and I think the point of their v2 thing is that this is in the code. Oh, maybe not. Set it in function.json. Okay. Except it's called host.json. Where is function.json now? Did I just make that file? I kind of doubt this is going to work. But I'm going to publish again. Exonity, hello, how you doing? If you're managing code via the Azure portal, navigate to integrate and change. Yeah, but we're not doing it that way. Okay, I don't think this file is going to change anything. I think the point of functions v2 is that you do this in code. Like, that was my understanding of things. But there's probably some way to set this in code. I just don't know how to do that. While this gets set up. Yeah, like I think the whole point of v2 is that you don't have a functions.json. Jilu, hello, how you doing? Well, it's doing a thing. It is syncing triggers. Error calling sync triggers bad request. I'm gonna retry. Also, I think it has stopped showing my credentials when I run this command, so I didn't just double check that, and then I can just show you what this is doing. Okay, yeah, this one doesn't show credentials. Okay, that's the error I got. Let's see if we get it again. If we get it again, that functions.json is probably not right. But yeah, I have this is I think what happened, the problem that happened last time. This is where it tried a thing a bunch of times and then failed. So this is my functions JSON. So this is clearly not the right thing. Pretty sure there's a way to set it programmatically. Yeah. Functions, decorators, function app. This sounds like what we want. Build? Where are you? Function builder? Add HTTP type, add trigger, add binding. Okay, so this takes auth level as a parameter here. So theory that will work. I else did cargo run. Try this one more time. Function.json? I think this is right. I think this is right. Big Lagan says your patience is inspiring. Well, this is literally what I do as a job. Like, software engineering is lots of try shit until it works. Oh, whoops. Try stuff until it works. It's funny. Too many requests. What is this supposed to be? MS Code Connect says you can. I'm not supposed to. They'll edit it out anyway. It's fine. Yeah, it has. That seems not quite right. I don't know what this is supposed to tell me. Like, this doesn't seem like my fault. I don't know what's up with this. Well, maybe we can click around here and do it that way. I am a little bit running out of ideas on how to make this work. Because there's something not happy with this, whatever syncing triggers is. Authentication. No. Oh my goodness, there are so many places to do this. Didn't somebody sent me a link for the thing to do here, right? Like there's a way to click it in the not in the functions JSON. Like the function menu in the Azure function? In here? I don't see. Oh, here we go. This function has been edited through an external editor. Portal editing is disabled. This is our trigger. In theory, this... Okay, so this has an auth code on it. It's 404ing? But why? But why? Probably because this deploy is failing. Check the functions tab in the Azure portal. But we've already gotten to the function. The deploy logs look strange. Yeah. Like this part looks all normal, fine, great, and whatever. Change the dropdown from blob to function key. This one? That also, yeah, also not working. See, we were getting a 401 before. Now we're getting a 404. This is different. This, I think this syncing triggers thing is broken. So I guess I could delete it and recreate it, and maybe that would work. And then we can use the token key thing, maybe. So there should be an RM probably. Delete. Yeah, I'm gonna try and delete everything and then recreate it. Surely that will work, right? Oh, and we're gonna do this because, yeah. Why doesn't Google Cloud do sponsored streams? Their product is something I would definitely not want to use. Alright, so deleted it. Now I'm gonna recreate it. Does it work locally still? Yeah, it always worked locally. Wilfred, hello, hello. How you doing? Can you remove the auth level decorator param? Yeah, I could try that again. But we'll see, we'll see. Honey McFunny old man, welcome to the stream. Yeah, give me a sec while I recreate this. Actually, I'm gonna go fill up my water because I know this takes a while. So I will be right back, and I will see you in a sec. But first, let me say hi to Untal's Bastion. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, I'm gonna go fill up my water. I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. Okay, so interestingly enough, if I recreate the function, deploy it, the first deploy succeeds, but it doesn't set up the trigger because we didn't have that one setting set. So when I set the setting again, and then I deploy it again, then I get this error message again. I'm gonna try changing one thing first. We're gonna try and remove this, even though that was the whole point of what we were trying to do. I'm gonna try and deploy it one more time. Then we're gonna delete and recreate and try and see if just the code parameter works. At least we can get back to that HP 401 and then do that again. The correct parameter is HTTP auth level, not auth level. So this will succeed is what you're saying? I still have functions JSON? No, I deleted that. I deleted that. Okay, that tells me that this, okay. So what someone told me and I was just like, yeah, ignore that. So let's try HP auth level now. Can this type of stuff be just done through something like Terraform? Yeah, yeah. I tried to use the Azure Terraform modules a couple years ago, and either I didn't know what I was doing, or nothing worked, or a mix of the two. But yeah, I could not get Terraform working last time, so we're not gonna attempt it today. But if Microsoft wants me to do a Terraform module, I would be fine to do that. Okay. Hopefully this works and we can actually move on to the fun stuff, which is credentials and writing the actual GitHub app part. Yeah, this looks like this is gonna fail too. Python mode decorators. Is this what I want? I heard coding. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. V2. Blah blah blah. It's weird. There's a space there. Fast app. What? Oh, that's what they call it? Okay. Oh, interesting. Thunk.auth-levels.anonymous. This is what I need, presumably. Let's try this. Publish. No, Stern says we use Terraform Cloud with Azure. Ah, you never used Terraform before? Terraform's great. I have a video on it. Intro to Terraform. Anthony explains 244. Okay, hopefully this one works. If it doesn't work, we'll go back to the authentication required mode, and I'll just paste the auth token into the GitHub app that we build. Okay, that succeeded though, so get some praise in the chat, and please, 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 please. Oh, praise the sun. Okay. We have a working Hello World app. All right, and now if we change the code to say hello world, and we run that again, then in theory we'll be able to change things. Ayo, easy. Yeah, right? I would have, so a lot of stuff needs to change in this tutorial that I've run through for people to actually get to this point. What's weird is that it says it does build, but then it fails to sync. Yeah, you would think that it would, you know, there would be a validation error way earlier on, rather than a random 403 or a random rate limit error. But anyway, this seems to be working now. All right, give me my new message. Hey, okay, cool. So this also shows me something interesting, which is this ASGI function app. So I want to see if we can find WSGI function app. Is that a thing? Web frameworks, here we go. You can use ASGI compatible and WSGI compatible frameworks, such as Flask and Fast API. Cool, that's what I want. You must first update the host.json to include an HTTP route prefix. Very weird indentation here. All right, let's do that. This is familiar though. I remember doing this for the V1 code. So this part hasn't changed, it seems. Okay, so we set a route prefix and then WSGI. They also want to use the thing called app. Interesting. All right, so We had this code here, so we're gonna steal this and put it into here instead. And we need to call this Flask app. So they want the app namespace. And then the WSGI function app. Yeah. this is the this is the code that I want. Although I feel like this reads like the V1 code, not the V2 code. But I feel like I've reverted back to V1. Which maybe V2 doesn't have a version of this yet. Anyway, where is the Flask bit? What we want. Formatting is kind of funky. Comment that out for now. Run my formatters. Sweet. So, also we have to make this on brand. Let's try. Oh, we have to add Flask to requirements.txt. You remember that. And then function at publish. C++ bracket styles? Yeah, it's the Microsoft standard, although most of their JSON is the JavaScript version, but I don't know. The other server says, finally cleaned up the mess that changing my username created. The longer you wait, the worse it gets. That's true. You can select the version at the top of the document. I did select V2 up here, so it is V2. But I think that code sample is not different for V1 to V2. Oh no, this is, oh, okay, yeah, no, never mind. Okay, yeah, this is definitely the V1. Yep, I am definitely using V2. Okay, no, we're good. It just looked very similar to the V1 code, which I guess makes the migration easier. The double slash has me a little concerned. But in theory, if we do this, should get hello, hello world. Okay, cool. We have Flask app working. Nice. Okay, so if we go back to our diagram, we have we have this part working. Not much. Ice Cube, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. The other guy's playing with Unicorn for Flask, and oh man, felt so easy, just like stealing candy from a kid. Yeah, Unicorn is fine until you actually have to do anything interesting with it, and then you wish you didn't use Unicorn. Has been my experience. Okay, cool. We have created a Python function. Great. Where's my... Back to my documentation. Also, a reminder for those of you in stream right now, you can find all of the information that I'm going through by clicking through to that eka.ms link. And if you sign up here, it helps me. This is how they decide whether the stream is successful. I've already signed up, so I'm going to click skip. But all the docs that I'm running through, or I guess the root of the docs that I'm running through are all linked here. So you can find the Azure Functions docs, you can find the GitHub app docs, which is what I'm about to go through. And you can also find the GitHub repository that I'm working on. Oh, which reminds me we should probably push and commit. Because we have not done that yet. So let's put back our main function so that we can run this both locally and remotely. Flask app.run return 0. The module name Flask. Yeah. And just to make sure that still works. Okay, it does. Great. Perfect. Don't need you anymore. Don't know what that is. Gonna ignore it. Okay. So if we add function app, I don't think there's anything too suspicious in there. Local settings is fine. Oh, it's in the get ignore. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're just gonna get rid of that, get ignore. I feel like that, there's a VS Code directory too? Okay, maybe we'll have the get ignore. Get ignore. Azure VS Code. Okay, that seems better. I'm gonna commit the local settings just because it makes it easier to run it locally. Even though it's not supposed to be get ignored apparently. Oops, nope. Okay. Create function app. Right. How is MyPy noticing this? Oh, because I have this. And we can delete the old app.py. Yeah. And the old requirements.txt. All right. Azure GitHub app 2. Cool. Git push origin head. Sweet. Curious Yellow. Hello. Welcome. Okay, the next step that we want to do is set up the GitHub app. Which we're going to be following these directions here. There's a whole bunch of stuff here. Well, this is a new fun little diagram. Interesting. Anyway, I've already run this diagram. We're going to be making a GitHub app. I've also made GitHub apps before, so I am a lot more familiar with these than the Azure side of stuff. So I'm actually going to be skipping a lot of the settings here and just jumping straight to generating an app with the settings that I want. But if you wanted to go through this, you could go through the creating. I guess we can do this. All these things, it's not that complicated. Okay, but I need to be in the account that I'm logged in. All right, so we go to profile settings, developer settings, GitHub apps. Okay. Actually, I'm going to do this in the other window so that I don't have to switch back and forth. Okay, so we go to my profile. Oh, we're already on settings, so we can skip ahead to developer settings, developers, Yeah, there we go. Developer settings, GitHub apps, new GitHub app. Okay, so I'm going to call this, it doesn't really matter what we call this, but I'm going to call this our Azure GitHub app, just generic name. Actually, I'm going to call it 2. So that matches everything else. Love that clip so much. Yeah, it's a great clip. The remix is so good too, Curious Yellow. Okay, homepage URL. We're just gonna copy and paste our function URL for this, even though it doesn't super matter what we use here. Identifying and authorizing users. So we're not going to do login for this. So we are just gonna skip this step. You would set this up if you want to make some site that you can log into. For instance, like if I go to pre-commit CI, I can log into pre-commit CI and it goes through an OAuth flow, and that's how it knows I'm logged in here. And this goes through the OAuth revoke flow. We're not going to do that today. We're just making an app that will respond to webhooks, so we don't need any of the authorizing and identifying users parts. So we're going to skip that. Post installation. We're also going to skip this as well. This is if you installed the app and needed to do some sort of post setup. We're just going to be responding to webhooks, so this was going to be pretty straightforward and simple. Rafa, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. I feel like it should be the GitHub Azure app too instead of the Azure GitHub app. But everything else that we called was Azure GitHub app, so we're going to be consistent. Okay, but the thing we do actually need to do is set up a webhook. And for this, we're going to use some API on here. So if we go back to here, This is our base URL. I usually like to do like API/GitHub or something like that, or API GitHub payload. It doesn't matter. This is the endpoint that we're going to make, and we're going to also make this in our Flask app here as well. So if we do Flask app dot route this, and I believe it posts, so we'll do that. GitHub payload. Actually, this is, it's tuple inster. What's no content? 204? That's the right thing. Anyway, we're gonna be making that endpoint. It's gonna match this here, and it's gonna get called here. I recommend using a webhook secret. I don't remember how to set them up, so I'm gonna look at my notes for setting up webhook secrets. But basically, you can use this secrets module in Python to generate these. Token hex, token URL safe. So you can make a webhook secret using this. I am not going to show you that. Import secrets, print secrets.token URL safe. XclipsLC goes straight to my clipboard. Oh, and then it shows in plain text anyway. Okay, well, you're gonna look at my face then while I generate a new one and paste it in there, and don't show you that. Okay. I also need to save this, so I'm gonna put it in a little file. So, I have a file called token, which has the contents of that webhook secret. Leaked? Well, it's not actually used yet. I haven't clicked the create button, so it's not actually leaked. Okay, permissions. This is the next step that we need to do. So for the first part of this, I'm just going to give it comment permissions. We'll upgrade it to do contents writing permissions later if we get that far. But for now, it's just going to receive a comment and comment back. So that'll be easy. Anthony cat token. No, I'm good. I'm good. All right, so we need comments somewhere in here. Issues? It might be under issues. Venadine, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Pull requests. I think it's going to be issue comments. Pull requests and related comments. Maybe we need issues and? I think we need issues and pull requests. Let's see, what permission is this? Comments. Interesting. It's interesting that that's not included in issues, because I feel like... Oh, is this review comments? This might be review comments. Oh yeah, this is review comments. We don't need this. Yeah, we just need issues. Okay, cool. So read and write for issues. That's all our permissions. We don't care about org permissions. This is for like managing account stuff, or like org level account stuff. We also don't need account permissions. But now we need events. The one we care about is issue comment, because that's one we're going to be replying to. You could add other ones if you needed them. The cool thing about this form is these webhook events are based on what you select up here. So like if you were to add, for instance, what we're going to do later, if we're going to add read and write for content, you'll notice that we get a whole bunch of other events here. So like we get the delete, the delete event, the create fork, the golem event, which is GitHub's code name for wiki pages, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But we don't need that. So we're gonna not have contents for now. No access. And the cool thing about bots is they're very well scoped. So should just print out a token representation of a cat. No, it would show the contents of the file. Okay, so we're gonna subscribe to issue event. We're gonna limit it just to my account. That way this is easy. And now we have a bunch of other things that we have to keep track of as well. I don't remember the full set of them, but I know we at least need the app ID, we need the client ID, and we need to generate a client secret. And we need a private key as well. Forget which all of these we need, but I'm just going to generate them all. and save them in our let's see. How am I gonna do this without showing you? I don't know. We're just gonna put them in a secrets file for now. And I think we'll be able to configure these as maybe environment variables in our function. I don't know how that's gonna work, so we're gonna have to figure that part out. Client ID equals this. We need to generate a new secret, so you're gonna look at my face while I do that. And now we can look back here. And we've generated a client secret. And we also need a private key. This is for being able to get a token. We're going to generate one of those. And you're going to look at my face again while I copy paste it. Okay. So, all right. So I have a client secret here. I have the token, the webhook token. That's something else. Webhook token. I have the private key here, and then I have the not secret secrets. The app ID, the client ID. And those, I think, are all the things that we need to authenticate this properly. So now that we have that, what do I need to do next? We need to make our actual webhook endpoint, which we had started doing here. But we need to validate our input and make sure that it's correct using our, well, let's figure out how we put environment variables first. Yeah, let's do that part. Environment, secrets, Azure functions. Little math boy, Lolo, show us the cat coin. I don't have a cat coin. What are you talking about? You generated a new token? We could see it? No, you couldn't. Where? You can see the end of this client secret. You can see these. These aren't secret. You can see the public part of the private key, or the hash of the private key. We can't actually see the real private key. You're just trolling, Seaplane. You're just trolling. Get out of here. Not gonna click on those. Oh, hey. I know this guy. He streams on Twitch. Why are none of these the docs that I want? This is gonna make me use like a secrets manager, isn't it? I kind of just want to cheat and use environment variables. Let's see. Let's see. Blah blah blah. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Functions. This one. Oh, you thought the private key was private. Yeah. Surely there's an easy way to do this, right? Most likely key vault, but for something as simple as this, using invariant variables, yeah. I don't want to go through the whole complexity part. Oh boy. Let's see. Set environment variables for Azure function. Live coding. Hello. How you doing? Are you trying to store secrets? I am. I'm trying to do what this says. But I'm gonna click on the Microsoft links instead. Oh, here we go. Application settings, configuration. Oh. So I was close. So here, function app, configuration, Application settings. New setting. Are these environment variables? Encrypted at rest. Transported over to encrypted channel. You can choose to display them in plain text in your browser using the controls below. Expose as environment variables. Yay! Let's go. Okay, let's put all these in. So first we have in our secrets, we have app ID. I don't know that we're gonna actually use that, but GitHub app ID is this number. Easy light, hello. The fuck does this mean? Oh. What does this mean? Okay. GitHub client ID. GitHub client ID is not secret. So I'll show you this one. You had other values for your dev environment? Yeah, I know, but don't care. We're just building one thing. We're not building two things. We're just building one. Now the other ones are secret, so I'm gonna not show you these ones. Haha, you get to look at my face. Oh, that's what the deployment slot settings were. Okay, gotcha. Okay, cool. Client secret. GitHub client secret will be this value. Okay. And then we need webhook token. I don't know how I'm gonna store the private key because that one's big. That one's chunky. This is webhook secret. GitHub webhook secret. And now I guess I could base 64 the private key. W0. WIJsoft, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. With advanced edit, you can edit them all at once instead of clicking multiple times. Oh, that's kind of nice. Should this actually do what I want? Okay, hopefully that fits. GitHub p key value seems to be fine. Okay, so now I have all of these environment variables set up, so we should be able to use those to authenticate stuff and go from there. I'm going to yoink some code from something else that I've written that does this. Oh, actually, I think we can get this from some Sentry code. That way I don't have to private code, but thing called searching GitHub is maybe not the most useful. Will Airways, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. There should be a GitHub app thing. Internal Sentry app. I don't think it's that one. This one. This is the one that I want. Oops, this is not the webhook. Web app handler. Yeah, this thing. This is what we want to do to validate the signature. Okay, so let's do that next. And or do we skip webhook validation? Maybe we just skip webhook validation. Nah, we'll do it. Validate webhook. Just have it return none. Because everything in Flask is global. Flask.g.request. Or is it flask.request? I think it's flask.request. Headers. So we're gonna need HMAC. And webhook secret. This will be os.environ github webhook secret.encode. Message equals body flask.body, I think. Hex digest. And then return secrets.compare digest. Signature. This should be bool then. Signature and body signature. If not, validate webhook. Return 400 valid signature. Let's do that. Wither Rose is taken. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for using secrets.compare digest. Yeah. We do things right here. Too many articles, just use equals equals. Yeah. The book validation is fun to write the first 2 times. You learn a lot. After that, it's where's the code I wrote before? Yeah, 100%. 100%. Model has no attribute body. This should be request.body. Request has no attribute body. Well, where does this get called from? Validates. Validate. Valid signature. Blap. I can't search because I'm logged out here. Valid signature. Request.data. Value of variable VT of function cannot be callable this. Okay, so I have the wrong signature here. Let's see what it's supposed to be. I don't know what that's doing. I don't need you. Jake Oxide, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Let's see what that function signature is actually supposed to be. Web blueprints, web blueprints, GitHub. It is supposed to be stir int, not int stir. Dang it. We were close. Oh, we have it open already. So not do that. Stir int. That looked stale too. Here we go. Stir int. There we go. We can probably just do flask.abort. No, we'll do this. Empty string 204. Alright. Is MyPy happy now? Yay, there we go. Okay, so we publish. If we publish, we should be able to get that 400 error. Actually, it'll be a 500 because maybe it'll still be a 400 because the header is not sent. Oops, I just spilled water all over myself. Love to do that. This part takes a while. I guess the idea is you're supposed to work on this locally. Uh-oh. It says that more than once. Usually something is not good. Oh no. Oh no. Why? Why? Yeah, so it should totally show me this error message. Why it doesn't do that is perplexing to me. Okay. Because that's surely what the problem was there. But I don't know why it just gobbled that. Well, anyway, hopefully they not only use my footage here for promotional things, but also as a, oh yeah, we should fix that sort of thing. Greg says, remind me of a fun conversation the other day. How do we check 500 errors in metrics? All we see is invocation errors. Okay, this should not repeat. Sweet. Okay, so now if we load that URL, curl xpost this / API GitHub payload, this should give us 500. That's not what I expected. It's probably, oh, it's probably erroring on this. No, it shouldn't error on that. Is that not what I called it? What did I name? What did I name the environment variable? GitHub webhook secret. Yeah, that's right. Well, let's see if, let's check our logs. Let's see if we can find our logs in here. Logs. Oh. That might be why. Save? I have to click save there, apparently? Try it locally, then I have to figure out how to set up all the environment variables. I could do that. But I want to use the production logs. I don't need you. Maybe I do need you. Why is there not just the standard out? Log stream, that sounds more like what I want. Yeah, imagine. It's gonna show credentials though. We're gonna do this. Just add the variables to local settings.json. I'd rather not. I'd rather find, oh, see, it actually redacts the errors here. That's way more useful. These logs make no sense to me. What are all these logs? File system logs? Champ card is revealed? Yeah. I don't know why there's so much output here and not my 500 errors. Huh. Oh, maybe I have to click into the function itself. That would probably make sense. Let's try that. Functions. Yeah, the thing is, if I put it into a file that I'm likely to open, I'm gonna leak the credentials, which I don't really want to do. Monitor. Error count 0, return code 500. It's success. Yeah. Here we go. Key error. Yeah, that is actually what I expected. These have to be dashes. That's interesting. Let's see what the new error is. Whoa, but why did I was on the useful page? Why did it take me away from the useful page? See Bookgate. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Local settings is for local only. It only works locally. Yeah. You can retry after saving the settings. No, the key error is that I didn't send the right HTTP header. But I don't know why this doesn't have the most up-to-date one. This is from 5 minutes ago. Yeah, these are old. These are old. I'm going to click the button in the one that should succeed, which is... Where's that window? Have I lost the window? Did I close it? I think I closed it. Oh no, here it is. I'm going to click the test. There's like a test thing in here, so we can send a test webhook. Advanced. This one. Redeliver. Hey, look, it's a 500. Look at that. Response 204. Yay, it's working. Anything added dilutes everything else. Okay, so we have a working webhook. Nice. Run it in App Insights? I don't know what that means. Fun TV says you're allowed to properly criticize Azure even though this stream is an ad. Yes, I can say whatever the hell I want. Like, I can be perplexed as to why this is not showing. Oh, now it shows it. I guess it's just delayed by a few minutes. So what was the output here? Huh, this gave me the same key error as before. What did I just do there? Anyway, okay, we have a working webhook now. So, what do we have to do next? We have to find, let's commit that. Get div stage, make sure this looks reasonable. Yeah, so we're able to get a 204 back. Add webhook signature validation. Excuse me. So now let's do the actual webhook that we care about, which is the issue comment webhook. Issue comment. Go. A lot of text here. Real-time logging solutions on most cloud platforms are wonky. 6 out of 7 times they work each time. Yeah. Or they're a little bit slower. Okay, so this is new. Where did the drop down take me? I don't know what the drop down does. Anyway, I think it probably changed the output. Yeah, here we go. Created. I don't know why it jumps up to here though. I was just confused by that. Okay, so we will get, if I remember correctly, there will be a header that tells us what it is, and there will be action created. But I don't remember what the header is called. So we're gonna cheat and look at my code real quickly. Blueprints, GitHub. That's how that works. Where does it come from though? X GitHub event. Okay, so this is how we get the action. Cool. Now, our webhook here. Turn some extra code here. All right, event is X GitHub event. Action is this. If event action is equal to issue comment created. Created or is it create? Created. Okay. Where's the like blob? Maybe if I make this a little bit bigger, it'll show me the blob. Nope. Comment body, I think is what we want. We're gonna try that. Request.json comment body. If comment, what do we want to look for? Let's just say, if Azure hello in comment, then we're gonna do something. Then we have to do the actual side effect part. Let's just see if we can detect a comment to start with, and I'm gonna do that by returning a 50. What 500 code can I use? What's I am a teapot HTTP code? Use that one. 418. We'll do this. That way we can know that it happened. And then we'll set up the actual token parts, which are kind of a pain. Fast tries, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Let's lint that. Then publish. And I'm going to install the GitHub app. Bantus, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome, welcome. 569, is that an actual one? This one. Okay, so we have our app. We need to now install the app. I am going to install it on, let's make a random repo for this. New repo. Test, please ignore. Public. Sounds great. So we're going to install it on here. And we're only going to install it on that test, please ignore one. Install. And in theory, if I make issue comments now, this is registered. This is so confusing because I have two browser windows here. Okay, so if we make a test issue now, and then comment Azure hello test, my app should receive a webhook for that. It'll show up here. And 418, I am a teapot. Okay, so we're able to detect the comment. That's working great. Disto, hello. Is your Linux inside VirtualBox? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, so we can detect the comment now. Now we just need to respond to it. And the way GitHub does this is through app tokens, install tokens. And there's a few endpoints that you have to use. Actually, the Sentry code probably has the same thing. We're in here. You get the installation ID and get token. Yeah, so we need to find this thing. GitHub doesn't understand relative imports. I don't like them either. Okay, so we have to post to this, and then we get the token. That's not so bad. Headers, which takes private key. Ah, JWTs. Yeah. I think the library for that in Python is pyjwt. pyjwt. Yep. Install pyjwt. pyjwt. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, JWTs, you know, everyone loves them. They're the best things ever. Okay, so we need all this. Function app. We're just gonna use request because it's simple. Context lib, context manager left, get app, get install token, install ID int to generator 99. Need this in some way. App ID. Oh, is that the integer or is that the name? I'm gonna hope it's the integer. GitHub app ID. Although, I think it's the integer. Is it the integer? I don't know. I don't know whether it's the integer or the string. Well, we'll try it as the integer. If it's not the integer, we'll change it to a string. Don't need these comments. Interestingly, this is issuing at 60 seconds in the past. I don't know if that's what's supposed to happen, but AWT token. That's redundant. But I guess we'll just say token. Sergeant Poppycock, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. M. Roberts says, what do you think about Emacs? Super says why font size 1 million? Because this is gonna get edited to a YouTube video. Yeah. At least it's better than OAuth. Yeah. Yeah. True. I really understand why people don't like JWTs because they think you can't invalidate them. They're just a bunch of work. And there's a whole bunch of like different ways that they can work too, which is also not fun. OS.environ. If I remember correctly, this has to be bytes. So we're gonna do that. Payload is that. I know this is wrong, but we're gonna call it JWT token. Okay, so then using that token, we need to make a request. Yeah, see, this calls it JWT token too, also, which is kind of funny. And then headers equals authorization bearer JWT token. Does this return bytes? I think it returns store. I think we're fine. Okay, so now that we have the headers, we can make our request. urlib.request.request API github.com/ this thing. Install ID. Headers, method post. urlib.request.url open. JSON.load this. Yield resp token. But to do this correctly, we try yield, and then finally, we have to clean this up. urlib.request. How do we delete? Ah, that's funny. You delete with the token that you're given. That's interesting. Double quotes are the worst. Method equals delete. Headers equals authorization token resp token. Okay, that should give us our token, and that'll allow us to make a comment. JWT token, pin number, ATM machine, yeah. Toad's good. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Why don't you like double quotes? Because pressing the shift key is the worst key on the keyboard. And Shishirson Car. Definitely said that wrong, but welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, so with this, we should be able to do with, what did I call it? With install token. With install token body installation ID as token. Let's reply to this comment as the bot. GitHub API v3 comment create. Yeah. List blah blah blah, get issue, update, delete, list, create an issue comment. Here we go. This is the API that we want. urlib.request.request. Oh, how do we know the repo? Hopefully that's in our body somehow. We'll figure that out in a second. Oh, we have to figure out the issue number 2 as well. And JSON body. Data equals JSON.dumps body. OI from Azure. Bot and code. Okay, so we gotta figure out how to get open owner in repo. That was from that webhook body, which is in here. Oh, we can actually, oh, this is so much more useful than what I was looking at before. Okay, so we get issue number for that. Issue number. Issue number equals body. Issue number. Okay, we need to get owner and repo from this as well. I believe there should be a repository full name. Repository full name. Perfect. Body repository full name. Okay, assuming that I haven't messed this up, we should be able to reply. After we add all these imports. Yes, it thinks this is not what it is. It's because we have old types here. Try that again with the new types. Thomas says, how many words per minute can you type with that keyboard? I top out at around 130 on this keyboard. My average is around 120. On a normal keyboard, I actually type faster. I'm slower on this keyboard. Elfenrod, hello. How you doing? Parset says, wait, what? We're trying Flask inside Azure Functions. Yeah, we are. What do you mean, wait, what? Well, everything is fine there. Expected stir, okay. Item none of optional any has no attribute get. Your body is not none. Local variable token is assigned but never used. Yes. Headers equals authorization token. Curly. Typoed URL open. What does the app do? It doesn't do anything yet. It errors with I'm a teapot so far. That's all it does. Is it the same like the lambda used for frequency? Yeah, it's very similar to that same idea, but this is of course not. I am going to make this and that feels like it should be a function. Dev issue comment created body dictster any to none. Then we can take all of you and put you here. I think that'll work fine. Issue comment created body. Any is not defined, indeed. And in theory, I could get the actual type shape of these because they're well known, but yeah. Oh, this is interesting because we're targeting 310. We get the new imports. Fine. All right, let's deploy this again. Publish. And so in theory, after all of this shenanigans, in theory, it should be able to reply to my GitHub comment now. Because it doesn't technically reply. It's just, it sees the comment and writes another one. So we could make it reply. Oh, wait. I think it's going to reply in a loop right now. Hang on. Did I leave in the check? Oh, okay, yeah, good. It'd be pretty bad if it posted a comment, then it's like, oh, look, a new comment, and then post another comment. Yeah, that would be not so great. Insane Amoebas, thank you for the follow. Welcome. No secret management right now, so I use the kind of environment file. I've set up the way I've set up the secrets is in the function. Why is it not letting me click this button? In the function, now it lets me click it. Okay, cool. In the function configuration, you can set environment variables. So this is my secret management now. And according to this, they're encrypted at rest and transported over an encrypted channel. So it's kind of secure. Steicher says, have you ever done armorf/? I have. In fact, I have a video about it. So you can watch that video and you can see what happens. Insane Amoebas, low. Isn't it authorization bearer and not token? So it's bearer for the JWT, but it's token for the tokens. I think. I'm pretty sure. We'll find out. We'll find out if it works. Okay, so if I make this comment, we should get a reply from the bot. In theory. Pause. Okay, maybe it didn't work. Thinking it did. Oh, sad. Okay, let's figure out why it didn't work. 500. Okay, well, we get to figure out why that's a 500. But to do that, how did we do this last time? We got to functions, then we went to this one, and then we went to monitor. Oh, and it's not shown up yet. So we gotta wait. The logs are eventually consistent. We'll get there soon. It is a little bit weird streaming without music chat. I don't know if you've noticed, but the music is off. Why is this column so big? Okay, we gotta wait for one more. We gotta wait for the 500 to show up. Oh, I don't know why I refreshed the whole page when I could have just clicked run again. Okay, so let's wait for that to show up. Oh, there was a way to tail logs, right? Azure functions tail logs. Can you hear the clinking fidget toy? Yeah, I'm sorry. There's a way to do it from like command line. There's a way to do it from the command line. I want it from the command line. Oh, here we go. AZ web app log tail resource group function name. That's what we want. That's what we want. But I don't think we need this. We just need the function name. Azure GitHub app 2. I don't know if this is going to show credentials, so we're going to do this real quick. What? That doesn't sound right. Maybe it's not an Azure web app. No, I don't know. It didn't work either way though. Is that the original fidget cube? This is the original fidget cube. The Kickstarter fidget cube. I do have that. Great music. Yeah, it's silent. It looks to me like Microsoft has since disabled log streaming on function apps. I don't know that that's true. Where's the publish command that I'm running? Because then func Azure function app. Surely there's something else in here to let me tail. Oh my god, that's a lot of. Silent Crisis, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Log stream. Publish. Huh, interesting. List functions. Maybe we do this. What about AZ help? AZ function app? Logs. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting closer. Log. Let's doesn't sound helpful. No, I don't want that. Huh. Maybe function? Oh. I swear there's gotta be a way for this, right? Update, stop, start, show, restart, list runtimes, list, deploy, delete, create. Sounds like what I want, but doesn't seem to be. Huh. Azure command line show function logs. Start streaming log. That's how to do it in VS Code. This sounds like what I want. Azure GitHub app 2. Log stream is not currently supported in Linux consumption apps. Why? But why? Okay, anyway, this should have completed by now, so we can see the new output here, right? Early? Okay, here's our 500. And where's the body of it? Okay, we're gonna go back to the thing that was working. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we gotta click through this again, because I don't know how to do this the right way. But getting to here, and then this. I wonder if the type annotations lied to me. Blah blah. Not implement error. Algorithm RS256 could not be found. Do you have cryptography installed? Man. I kind of knew that was a thing. I need PyJWT crypto. Blurp, 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 blurp. Okay, publish. Plus. You can use the SCM console if you want slightly more real-time logs. How do I do that, Metalstorm? How do I do that? That sounds great. That sounds like what I want. I'm glad that this no longer prints my credentials, though. That was pretty fun when it did, right? Detecting image Debian flavor. Bullseye. Is Bullseye stable? We didn't see anything? Right. Debian stable. Isn't Bullseye unstable? Oh no, Bullseye is stable now. Stable as of when? Oh, December of 2022. Ah, cool. Very recently. Interesting. Okay. They're not using Debian unstable. Okay, that's set up now. Alright, we could do a prediction here, chat. Do you want to do a prediction? We'll do a prediction. Will the bot reply yes, no? I'll give you 1 minute to gamble your points. I know, gambling on a sponsor stream, maybe not the best idea. But I'm gonna comment the same thing. Yeah, you gotta give chat their fix, right? Nobody has predicted. Oh, there's a few. Okay, there we go. Now they're coming in. Dog's Code has put the most points for yes. Octavius. Wait, is this the same Octavius or is this a new Octavius? Because that's a different username. Has put a bunch of points on no. Ooby has put a bunch on yes. D-Dels has put a bunch on yes. Oh man. Now the bets are really piling in. It's almost 50-50 though. Almost 50-50. This will be an interesting one. We'll see. We'll see what we got here. Alright, predictions over. Oh, no, they're still trickling in. Okay, predictions over. Eventually consistent. Prediction won't pop up for me? Oh no! Tofu's going for the minority? Alright. Plus, 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 plus. Plus, 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 plus. Please. Come on. Oh. I don't know that it's gonna work. Can't bet points in my region? Yeah, it's Belnatha says, I'm sorry I voted for no. What the heck? This should work. Let's see what happened here. Oh, we got another 500. Oh no, that means we have to wait. We have to wait again. Unless it's the original 500. No, because it's at the top. Dang it. Well, doubters win. Okay. All right, we get to debug again why this failed. Okay, so what's the fast way? What's the fast way to find the log output? Aren't you skipping comments that contain hello? No, I'm only doing comments that contain that. What's the fast way to see the logs? Someone that actually knows what is going on here. Is it here? No, this is the like querying thing. I don't want the query tool. I want log stream. I think it's called. Stream execution logs. Yeah, that's what I want. View streaming logs in the portal. Select the Platform Features tab in your Function app. Then under Monitoring, choose Log Stream. Platform. Platform? Not this one. Where was the tab that I just had? Where did the tab go that I just had? No. Oh, is that it? No. Oh, here we go. To view streaming logs in the portal, select the Platform Features tab in your Function app. Am I zoomed in too much? No. It's in the nav list on the left. I don't see it there. I'm in the Function app, right? Go to the Function app left side, Advanced Tools. Where's that? This menu? It was right there? Really? I see alerts and metrics. I see activity log. You have a screenshot for me. Is this gonna help me? Advanced tools. In here? I App service plan. I don't see that. That's not here. Oh, wait. Development is below that. I don't see that either. I don't have that. Do I need to go to the resource group? I don't see these things. Log stream? I didn't see that. Am I tripping? Log. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is what I want, I think. But it has all this nonsense in here. This is not useful. Do I want this? Now what has happened? What have I done? I feel like it's doing something. I don't know what it's doing though. Yeah, because this is gonna have like the nonsense in the app. This like storage blob something or another. Which I don't care about this. This is noise. I want the useful things. Is file system logs what I want? Yeah, no, run the app, but it's gonna be buried in all the other noise, right? Get to this for easier debugging. Web app container. I don't know that I have a container though. Okay, we're gonna try the noisy logs, even though only live stuff. Please run the app for chat. Okay, I'll do it, but it's we're gonna get all this noise in here. I don't want the noise. Okay, we'll paste it in here. Anubis, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Look, it's still noise. It's all just still noise. Nothing useful in here. Just noise. Yep, see, still noise, chat. No stack traces in here. I want to see the standard out. That's all I really want to see. None of this nonsense. Looks like nonsense to me. I can rest though, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so this not helpful. You can rest easy knowing I was wrong. Yeah, see, I was right though. That's the important part. Okay, how do I get to your containers thing? Is that a thing that I can use? I don't know how you got to this thing. What am I trying to do or search for? I just want to see the output. I want to see the standard out of what's running. And I can do this, but this little query, and it'll be delayed, and it'll kind of work, but it's not what I really want. Yeah, it just wants me to use application insights, which view application insights data. I don't want to use a log querying tool. I just want to see the output. I want to see it in a Taylor. This is so hard. I want to see a log stream. I know this used to work before, because I definitely used something in the terminal to watch the log output. And I don't know how to do that now. But that's fine. We can just do the slow way and wait for it to eventually show up. Because I know at least if I click this and then I click monitor, it will eventually show up here. Like, I think this is the one that I want. Could not deserialize key data. Ah, right. I base 64'd it. This is my fault. The British gamer tech guy. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Can you go to yourfunkname.scm? We can certainly try. Azure GitHub app 2. Womp womp. Schmeep schmop. 404. Oh, this is a thing though. I have no idea what this is. I'm not gonna click these buttons. But yeah, that sort of works. Anyway, let's fix the code because I know how to fix the code. Base64 decode. I think we want environment B, and then we gotta decode again, right? Valid index type stir for bytes. Right. And then we publish. Don't click app settings. Yeah, see, I knew that would show my credentials, so that's why I didn't click it. I wonder why new UI doesn't work for you. Maybe we're special, perhaps. Run flash into debug mode instead. It doesn't help. If I can't see the output, showing more output doesn't make me see the output. I can't have more of nothing. Predictions? Oh yeah, we can do another prediction. Yep, one more. Well, surely, right? Will the bot reply, yes or no? Ooh. Man, we're already up to 3.5 hours. I sure hope this works. I'm not falling for this one. What are we betting this time? What are we betting? Oh, we got a lot of people on yes. We only have 10 points for no so far. Oh, there we go. Now it's evened out. Pot of Greeds put a bunch on no. Strange Sorcerers put a bunch on yes. Get your bets in, chat. Did I change token to bear? No, I didn't do that. So if you think that it should be bear, by all means, feel free to bet your points accordingly. But I will bet that you're wrong. Oh shit. Details put 100k on no. Are you going for broke again, Details? Oh man. Okay, well, those of you that predicted yes are potentially getting a lot of points. It's 23-1. All right. One more. Let's see. Plus. Woo! Oh, D-Delsp. Oh, you poor soul. Oh, man. Oh, man. Feels bad to be wrong, doesn't it? It works! Let's go! Okay, so if we go back to our drawing, we now have this part working, we have this part working, we have this part working. But this is a lot of work, and honestly, I feel like we should end on a high note of things working. So let me commit this, and then I think we'll wrap up since that worked well. GitHub app can respond to a comment. You were tabbed out, you missed the bet? Ah. Oh well. I have no way to spend my values, might as well get them out. That's fair. RBTK, hello. Also, by the way, those of you that are in the stream right now. If you enjoy my content and you want me to do more of these in the future, if you go to the aka.ms link, it's right below me as well. If you sign up here, that's how Microsoft is deciding how successful this is. So click that. No, my channel point redeems are just disabled for this stream. They'll be back. But yeah, if you sign up, you can always opt out of the emails later. But that's how they're deciding whether this stream is successful or not. So if you could, it helps me out. I appreciate it. But we got it working. So I guess to summarize all the stuff that we set up, we have a little function app. Okay, yeah. The disruptive ones are disabled, like switching my keyboard, changing my standing desk, adjusting my editor theme, making me sing a song, like all those other things are different. Disappointed in GitHub they don't require it to be bearer token. I think they document that it's supposed to be token. GitHub API v3 app requests. Apps get an installation? No. Where's the token ones? Create a token. So you do JWT and then must use JWT. Where is the... Am I using a secret endpoint? Delete an installation. No, that's not what it is. Unsuspend. I'm using a secret API apparently. Where's the GitHub apps link? Yeah. This one. User to server? No, it's server to server. Server to server. Yeah. JWT. Oh, it does say bearer here. Oh, interesting. Huh. So you're right, but you lost your points because I knew things worked. Yeah, sorry, Stitches. That's, yeah. This is how it goes. But okay, but yeah, let's summarize all the things that we set up today. We created a resource group. Inside the resource group, we created a function and a storage group. The function is, serverless Python. The code's pretty straightforward to get working, surprisingly. It's basically just set up your Flask app as usual. So this is all just Flask app code. And then finally, you use the func tooling to register that. We spent a lot of time trying to find this parameter here. This was probably the biggest pain that we ran into. And that the error messages don't really show up nicely for this. Like, we had this for a while, and it just, it gave us a random 403 with no explanation. Also, anytime that we had like a typo in here, it gave like a pretty poor error message. So once we figured those things out, it wasn't so bad. But yeah, basically this is all, like, you just set up this little WSGI app and now you can use your web framework. It also supports ASGI, but we didn't do that. Then we set up a few endpoints. One was just our index that does hello world. So if we were to open that again, do we have it open somewhere? No, we don't have it open somewhere. Yeah, we can open that real quickly. Oh, that was the URL. Oh, it was there. Now it's gone. Here we go. This one? Yeah, so that's our index URL. We also set up a endpoint for the GitHub webhook, and that way GitHub can filter into this. We validated our webhook signature. and then based on the event in action, we can respond to that. So in our case, we responded to an issue comment by commenting back, and this is essentially the code that we did that. And then we set up a GitHub app on the other side so that we could make webhooks, and it all comes together, which is great. See if they're just ignoring the word altogether. I will check that some other time, but yeah. Once we got past the awful part, it wasn't so bad. Yeah, I mean, it worked. Gus round, hello. Live coding says, I heard whiskey, which makes sense since you're getting frustrated with setting up the function app. Yeah. Yeah, that's a funny little piece of history about WSGI in Python. It was intentionally chose as that initialism so that it's pronounced whiskey, but yeah. Is that a GitHub bot? Yeah, the one that replied here. So you can see Azure GitHub app 2 bot commented. It has my profile photo because it's installed under my user, but oh, it's a square for bots, but a circle for users. Interesting. I guess I learned something there too. Exonity, hello. And Rask, how's it going? But yeah, that's gonna wrap us up for today. I might implement this part offline, the rebaser part, because I want this functionality. But we got these 3 check marks working. Oh, I guess 4. Technically this one works, but of course that one works. We don't control that one. But yeah, we got a functioning app. A little bit bumpy. I hope they improve the docs on the stuff that we ran into though, so that'll be good. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by. And let's go find someone to raid.